And now, it's time for Comfort Time Live. Comfort Time Live. Comfort Time Live is a call-in show where you can call in and discuss air conditioning, heating, energy savings, indoor air quality, and dealing with contractors. Comfort Time Live. And now, here's your host, your personal comfort consultant, tackling all of your home comfort issues. Here he is, live on your radio, Tom Platania.
Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another Friday edition of Comfort Time Live. As always, I'm Tom Platania, your host, here to provide information, knowledge, help guide homeowners in the right direction to make the best educated decision they can. And boy, this week really puts that concept to the test of what we mentioned about competency testing for all employees of the heating and air conditioning industry. We're going to go into that a little bit more detail, but I tell you that, the more and more I think about that, I really think I need to get some political background for some folks locally to see how I could run that up the flagpole, because I tell you, it's just absolutely amazing. But we're going to get into that in just a little bit. Comfort Time Live is a call-in talk show. You can call in at 340-1590. Any question, comment, suggestion that you have about your home, from heating and air conditioning to taxes, we'll do our best to help answer those questions. And if we can't answer them, well, we'll send an email to one of our professional people who can answer those for us, and we'll get you the answer back. So all kinds of different things happening. Now, in an effort to grow Comfort Time Live and to make it the best website, the best show that we possibly can to help educate you, there's a couple different things that I've decided to do. We got to kick it up a notch, constantly making changes, because change is good. If you're not changing, you're being left behind. I don't like being left behind. I like to do my best, even though I step on a couple toes once in a while. You do that sometimes, Veronica, don't you?
Never.
Never?
No, I don't step on toes.
You don't step on toes. You
No.
stay in the background.
Always very polite.
Oh, yeah, okay. Anyway. And yes, the BS meter goes. Beep, beep, beep.
If this is radio, you can say what you want.
Well, first I want to say good morning, good afternoon to my beautiful wife, who unfortunately has to work at a real job for a living. But good morning, sweetheart.
Well, somebody's got to,
Somebody's
right?
got to pay the bills. We can't all sit around and flap our gums on the radio all day. But good morning, my sweetheart. We got a nice dinner date this evening at some place down in Jupiter, so it should be a really good evening.
Someplace down in Jupiter means you haven't made reservations
Nope.
yet.
Well, they don't. She just called. They don't make reservations, but I forget the name of it.
Oh, she's making reservations.
Well, I forget the name of it.
Next week,
She
that's your
thought about
job.
it, but she thought she found the place.
We got to teach you.
I do. I usually do. But she found the place, and I knew nothing about it. So it's some place down at Jupiter. It's like on the river, whatnot. It begins with like a G or a C. I forget the name of it.
Okay.
She told me.
So
but
that's why you said someplace down in
Yeah,
Jupiter, because you
it's
really forgot the name of the place.
beautiful. I
Okay.
totally forgot about
I
it.
thought maybe you didn't have
No.
reservations yet.
No. They don't take reservations. So, but yeah, it should be a good evening. No kids. This is kids-free
Yeah,
weekend.
date night. I like that.
Yeah, kids-free weekend, so I like that. But some of the things that Comfort Time Live is doing to be the best, to get the word out there to as many homeowners as possible, because without me providing information to the homeowners, there's really no value in the show. But you have to use the information that's given, and I never give information out that there is not a way to validate what I say to you. Now, there are a lot of contractors out there that give you the, trust me, I've been doing this for 39 years. I know what I'm doing. But there's nothing for you to validate what they're saying sometimes. But all the information I give to you, I provide on my website at ComfortTimeLive.com. Now, we're streaming live right now on ComfortTimeLive.com. You can see my ugly mug in there and listen to the voice. So, let's say that maybe you're going to be driving outside the listening audience on the radio at 1590 AM, and maybe you're going to go to work or you're going to go down to your home someplace, you can actually log onto your computer, put in ComfortTimeLive.com, and stream right there. Now, there's all types of information on Comfort Time Live. However, in an effort to make the show better, I have brought on an internet website company who has been hosting my domain, ComfortTimeLive.com, to clean it up. And I tell you, they sent me over an example of the new website, and I was just tickled pink. I mean, clean, nice looking. It still had a lot of the same effect, but I'm excited. I can't wait to see the final result. And just absolutely exciting for me. I mean, I've been doing my own website for 3 years, and in order to do stuff, you have to go on the internet, you have to learn, you have to download stuff, you have to spend the time, and it just got exhausting. Even though I love the knowledge, if you take so much time to learn something that only takes you 15 minutes to do, when you can pay somebody who already knows how to do it.
Are they making it look? Are they making your version look bad? Then
Not-
you know you're
not-
getting your money's
not
worth
bad.
if they are.
They actually kept some of the stuff that I did. In fact, actually,
well, that's a compliment.
the picture of the house that I put on there, I explained to them how I went about haphazardly making it linkable to where you could pick. She goes, "Oh, well, that's basically the same thing we do." It's like, "Oh yeah,
I did good.
I
yeah.
did good. Yeah, I did good. Yeah, give me donkey biscuit." But no, I'm really excited about that. So that's really going to kick it up a notch. Also, they're doing a lot of search engine optimization for me, which in layman's terms means that they're going to put keywords throughout the web page that when somebody goes on Google or Yahoo, whatnot, and looks for something, it's going to search different web pages. And because of this, it's going to help find my page. And no matter where you are in the United States, it's going to help bring that up. So a lot of good information. Now, it's an independent call-in show, so I'm not someone, this show is not someone who benefits financially by things that I tell you, okay? I'm not telling you something so that you'll go spend $50,000 with me or $20,000 or whatever the case may be. I'm telling you things to help protect you from the contractors that you go out and buy things for your home, or your tax accountants that you go for. And like the lady that called in when we were doing the tax show when the air conditioning Energy Recovery Act came out, and she went to her CPA, and her CPA told her there's no such thing as the Energy Recovery Act. There's no such thing as $1,500 rebate on your air conditioning system. As I had H&R Block sitting right here.
I know they have a little page that they can go to and just look up all the different discounts for things that you do to your home.
And I'm like, ma'am.
Yeah, your CPA's like
yeah.
way behind, way behind
you
the
need
times.
to just go fire him.
Yeah.
You need to. So just the information is just astronomical. So the new website is just really going to be revamped. A lot more information, a lot more searchable for homeowners. Now, the other thing I've done to really get the show out there is I have signed on with a national internet. Well, internet is national. I guess that's one of those oxymorons.
It's worldwide.
It's real worldwide.
Yes, it's
international.
big.
It's
Really big.
It's huge. I've signed up with an organization called Blog Talk Radio, where I'll be doing this show on this internet radio, which is pretty impressive. They have a production board, not quite as sophisticated out, but it's on the computer. So I can take calls, I can play sound bites. I mean, it's all kinds of stuff that I can do. But they also market their websites.
See, there's the internet again, putting radio people out of business.
Oh, absolutely. I'm loving it. Well, I'm not loving it.
I'm feeling hurt
I'm
over
not
here.
loving it, but you could go work for them. I'm sure that
Yeah,
they would.
right. No, it's work from home.
Exactly. So what this is going to do is, because of their added advertising that they do, that's going to promote. I get 10,000 impressions a month. to
So
help promote.
internet radio, that's like internet.
Yeah, you go on the internet, and let's say you're searching for a home improvement talk show. That's going to pop up. Their Blog Talk is going to talk up because they have home improvement talk shows. So when you click on that, it's going to show specific shows that they have on their website that talk about those things, and my show would pop up. But I also
But I need to put a plug in for old school terrestrial radio because people wouldn't know it's even there unless you were telling them
that's right.
here on
well,
the
not
old
necessarily.
school radio.
Not necessarily. I mean, I'll give you some credit, but not necessarily because if you think about how many people now, besides yourself,
I know I'm.
it's an 80
I'm
it's
archaic.
the 80-20 rule. Anything in life you can do an 80-20 rule, no matter what it is. Okay, 20% of the businesses earn 80% of the income. Whatever it is, you can find an 80-20 rule. Well, there's so many people on the internet now because of the. I mean, so I would probably, I think they actually just had a survey. 20% of Americans are real close to that number. Don't go on the internet. You're a 20%er.
I try to stay off at all costs.
But 80%.
I'm on there, of course.
But 80% of the world
Yes.
is on the internet.
I know, because when I have to send emails and I can't get on after school, it's like slow. Usually I have really, really zippy, fast
Right.
service. It's slow.
This website has 10 million unique hits a month.
Wow.
Okay. Now, even a small percentage of those are going to be looking for it, but the more that I publicize and broadcast the show, through the LinkedIn and the Twitters and the, I have my own at Comfort Time Live Twitter account now, so you can contact me through Twitter if anybody is on Twitter. It's at Comfort Time Live. I'm also on LinkedIn. I'm also on Facebook, Comfort Time Live Facebook. So just really trying to get the information out there so that people can call in, ask questions, email me questions that I can reply to them. Once again, it's independent. There's no financial
You're not
reward.
selling anything.
Right, I'm not selling. No financial reward for me. Now, one thing I do offer, and that's what the rest of this show is going to be about today. One thing I do offer at Comfort Time Live is I offer in-home evaluations, independent in-home evaluations. And that's what I did a couple times this week for a couple homeowners. And I proved the benefit of that because of the issues that these people had with a very, very well-known. I mean, I was actually shocked when I found out after the fact who the contractor was that was in this house.
Well, they're only as good as the guy they sent out.
Exactly. And that's when I keep talking about this competency. I tell you, I'm really going to find out, maybe go to Doug Coward, who used to be the chairperson here, or someone who can help me figure out a way to get this up the flagpole.
But what you're saying applies to almost every business.
Absolutely.
Everything that you buy and everything that you
The
contract.
owner gets the license. I mean, no different than Greg and Carol here. They may be the absolute best radio people in the world, but they're only as good as you.
And I'm licensed.
And you're licensed. So I mean, now of course that's not saying
I don't
that.
have the same license they have.
But in any organization, no matter how, now of course we hope that the owner continually passes his ethics and whatnot down through his managers and his managers. But it's kind of like, the grapevine. When you get from the owner who is completely ethical and just wants to do everything right, and you go 4 or 5 fold.
Well, because that person has something at stake.